Working lap number 7 at Watkins Glen. The Centurion boats at the Glen NASCAR Sprint Cup Series event. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is our leader. Jimmy Johnson in second spot. Jeff Gordon, 3 Hendrick cars, 1, 2, 3. Then the 18 car. Points leader Kyle Busch has gotten a little racier now. Got this car dialed in. There's Tony Stewart back in 4th spot. Carl Edwards and Jeff Burton in the top 5. There's the 18 car of Kyle Busch. Let's listen in.
Ask him. I thought that wasn't a place to pass. Seriously, Jeff, go ask him. 10-4.
I would assume that he's probably talking about maybe Jimmy Johnson in the inner loop whenever Kyle got off the track there a little bit. I would think, where we saw Gordon make the pass, I think that's a legitimate spot. So, without knowing exactly, but, early in the race, and it looked like it put him in a little bit of a difficult spot, but I'm sure he'll forget that. And he has a fast race car. These guys got by him, and he got back a little bit. Now he's come back.
That's the thing I see right here is his car didn't take off good on new tires, but after they run a few laps, this 18 car is as good or better than any car I've seen on the racetrack. And I think that's one reason it's frustrating for him, because he had to give up those spots before his car actually came in.
I think we're getting ready to see where he thinks there's a passing spot here in just a second.
He's getting ready to make one right here on Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, he made some contact yesterday when he got a little frustrated. He and Jeff Burton had a little bumper tag and fender pushing episode in the NASCAR Nationwide Series race.
He's got his hands full there because Jeff Gordon knows how to make his car go off of these corners. That's what makes him such a good road racer, I believe, is he doesn't give up anything in spots. And we see Kyle trying to outbrake him into turn 1. Thinks better of it now. But Jeff's going to give him the spot. Maybe no. Good racing there.
Yeah, this is great racing.
Both of those guys had to have a lot of trust in each other at that point in time.
They missed an opportunity to wreck there pretty easily. Now, Kyle Busch, we told you he's unbeaten on road courses in 2008. We asked him about how much he likes road racing.
Road racing's fun. I like road racing. It kind of feels like you're going into an off weekend, being able to turn right, turn left, kind of mess around and do that stuff, but it still counts for points. You still got to make sure that you do everything right, stay on track, and try to win, but it's fun.
It is fun, and he is the points leader, although, he's being pretty aggressive. I guess he realizes the chase is coming up, and he's got the most bonus points of anybody, but he's not letting Jeff Gordon get more than about 3 feet in front of him.
I know track position's important, Dale, but how long? Here we go. I was going to say, how long are you going to let this guy chew on your rear bumper before you let him go?
Yeah, and that's just Gordon. It shows the experience and knowledge that he has, that there's no reason to press the issue now. Kyle Busch is wanting to go, and Jeff Gordon's going to let him do that. And Jeff might even find something here. Kyle's car obviously is faster, and he might see something that will help him later on.
Our friends high above at Goodyear giving us a nice aerial photo view of that pass. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR, helping NASCAR drivers get to the finish line for over 50 years. There is
Check out this line.
Yep.
Got in there a little hard. You can see him smoke that left front tire as he got in that corner a little bit hard, but that didn't back him up any. He just stayed in the gas. See Tony Stewart catching Jeff Gordon there too. As these two cars, Kyle Busch and Jeff Gordon, were racing, it gave Tony a chance to get up there a little bit closer to him.
If you're asking about the progress of some of the ringers in the back of the pack, road course drivers, how about Marcus Ambrose, who started 43rd in the 21 car? He is now 31st. He has gained 12 spots in 9 laps. Shannon.
Yeah, Doc, I spoke with Marcus Ambrose this morning. He said it was going to be calm and patient, and that's how he was going to make his way through the field. I also asked him about that win last night. He said, I went to bed. I might have had, one celebratory beer, but I went to bed, took it easy, was really focused on today. He did say, as Tony Stewart goes by Jeff Gordon on the track, guys, but Marcus Ambrose did say that he had to turn off his phone. It was a great night for that team.
Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon up there trying to get toward the front. Here's Marcus Ambrose, his 59th career start in Nationwide Series, going to victory lane for the first time, making only his 3rd ever start in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. And guys, in practice yesterday, he was the fastest car in the early practice, but he was only 3rd quickest in happy hour.
We heard him say earlier on that he had to be patiently aggressive in this race, and it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. He's making up spot, which is important in this first run, but he's not putting himself in a bad position either.
Our in-race reporter today is Juan Pablo Montoya. We told you he started back in 25th position, and from the discussions we had with him yesterday in our little pit studio, he didn't seem like he was going to be there very long, and he is marching his way toward the front. The 42 car of Juan Pablo Montoya now being shown in 15th position.
Well, he's picked up 10 spots already, and we've only run 10 laps, so he's getting a car a lap. And yeah, things are going to get a little more difficult as he gets to this group, but he has caught these guys that started well ahead of him, and so it shows just how good a car he's got. He's been excited all weekend about the prospects of his chances of winning this race.
Our Wrangler telemetry, you watch the throttle and see how much Juan Pablo, if he gets on the brakes here, imagine he's going to pop them pretty hard here in turn 1. Yeah.
Oh, he dives inside Casey Kane. Too hard. I thought that there's no way he's going to make that work.
Yeah, you could hear that car jumping up and down. The rear wheels is actually affecting the RPMs of that by that doing. Shannon?
Yeah, something else Juan Pablo Montoya said this week was the fact that the last 4 weeks have really been the best weeks of his career, according to Montoya. He said, the finishes don't necessarily show it, but I feel that on paper we are more competitive than we've been. He said it's been a boost for this team.
I think Juan Pablo is tired of people asking him what's wrong with the Ganassi racing team, what's going on. He said, we are getting better. Chip Ganassi's made some changes. We are better. We haven't been able to show it on the racetrack, but we hopefully can begin this weekend in earnest with our turnaround.
Watch this bold move right here. He does a good job of not spinning the car out. When that thing starts wheel hopping, you just basically can't turn the steering wheel or it'll just swap ends on you.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is our leader. There is Jimmy Johnson, second. They have moved away from Kyle Busch in third and Tony Stewart in fourth. Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick really starting to get racy. His car getting better and better. And the 24 car, Dave, is struggling a little bit.
Yeah, Doc, not the time to be racing with that 24 car right now. Real loose was the report 3 laps ago from Jeff, and since then he's lost 3 positions.
Very uncharacteristic of Jeff Gordon to be this far off early in the race. He's probably one of the best road racers out here.
When you're loose, it just makes it difficult to race these guys. You've got one coming after another on your bumper, and you're trying to get to the throttle, but it just makes it more difficult.
12 laps of 90 in the books. Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to get his first win ever in a Sprint Cup road race.